Welcome to the Care for Kupuna podcast, where we dive into health, wellness, and vibrant living of our cherished kupunas. We are thrilled to take you on a journey exploring everything from health and wellness tips, deeply rooted in the spirit of Hawaii, to navigating the intricacies of retirement, preserving our rich culture heritage, and fostering vibrant communities for our elders.
Whether you're a kupuna yourself, a family member, a dedicated caregiver, or simply someone passionate about supporting and uplifting our elders, this podcast is for you. Each episode is crafted with love and the intention to inspire, inform, and celebrate the golden years. So sit back, relax, and join us on this meaningful journey as we care for our kupuna. Thank you for being part of our podcast here with Care for Kupuna. I'm Trina, and this is Leilani Sullivan, your host. And we have a special guest today, Gwendolyn Villanueva with Malama Maikai Health and Wellness. Gwendolyn, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what you do there?
Yeah, thanks for having me on the podcast. So Malama Maikai In-Home Care, basically we're a caregiving company. So we provide home care services to kupuna here in Hawaii. We service the islands of Oahu and Hawaii Island, also known as Big Island. We're a 24/7 company providing companion care, personal care, transportation, and respite, which is temporary relief. So my role with the agency is I kind of wear all the hats, and I guess my formal title would be president.
Nice. And you look super young too. So what made you decide to open up Malama Maikai?
So in high school, I was really private about my family life. It was like a rough time for me. And I was actually living with my grandparents at the time. And I think it was my sophomore year, we found out that my grandmother was diagnosed with dementia. And she was someone who raised me since I was a kid. So she was like a mother to me. And that's where my journey started, just caring for her. I guess when it's your loved one, you don't really see it as, oh, you're a caregiver, like you just do it habitually. Like it's pretty innate to care for someone you love. And that's how it started. And then I worked as a caregiver on the field with other agencies and care homes. And then eventually I started my own agency.
Right on. I'm so proud of you. That is such a big role to play. And now you're able to offer it and extend it into the community of Hawaii. That is really amazing. So what are some of the top services that you folks provide besides the ones that you did mention? What is probably the one that people most seek you folks for?
So I would say our most popular service has to be our personal care. And what our personal care includes is a lot of nurse aid and CNA certified services, such as bathing, safety supervision, transfers, assistance with ambulation and walking. And that also includes working with special diagnoses like dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, even hospice.
Oh, that's really good. And so what is maybe a story that you could share with us from a client that you either currently have or previously had with their experience with Malama Maikai?
Yeah, so we have a lot of reviews on our Google. So I am big on like clients sharing their personal experience with us instead of me hyping it up. But to be transparent, we had this one client who was discharged and he was declining a lot. He was in hospice when we first got him, and we were with him since the day he got discharged from the hospital. 2 years later, he's still with us, and they're actually in a good problem because when you qualify for hospice, sometimes they give you free supplies and whatnot. Hospice actually wants to discharge him and let him go because his strength has increased a lot. He's gained his healthy weight back. So I guess it's a good problem because he's getting out of hospice, but then he no longer qualifies for the free stuff they supply. So
that's actually a good story to tell, because that just shows the type of care you folks provide can really revive somebody.
Definitely, yeah. And it also brings back, the family dynamics and all that. So, yeah.
Well, if somebody needs to seek out your folks' services, how can they get a hold of you folks?
So I think the best way would be to give us a call. Our number is 808-517-1780.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gwen.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Gwen.
Okay. Stop recording.
Mahalo for joining us on this episode of Care for Kupuna, where we explore health, wellness, and vibrant living for our cherished kupunas. We hope you found inspiration and valuable insights.
Remember, your support can make a difference. 20% of all proceeds from our podcasts go to a nonprofit organization here in Hawaii dedicated to helping seniors in our community. If you'd like to contribute, visit our website at www.carewithak4kupuna.com and make a donation.
Are you a brand or business looking to align with our mission? Consider sponsoring our podcast. Visit our website for more information on sponsorship opportunities.
For those with stories to share, we invite you to be a guest speaker on our podcast. Head over to our website to express your interest and become part of the conversation.
Last but not least, stay connected with us by subscribing to our email list and following us on social media at Care for Kupuna with a K. Join the Care for Kupuna community to stay updated on all things related to health, culture, and creating vibrant communities for our elders.
We appreciate your time and look forward to welcoming you back on the next episode of Care for Kupuna.